Hello, hey, I am Macabre, and I am going to do another sketchbook tour. I finally finished this one, and I just realized I forgot to write down the thing on it, so let's do that real quick, actually. We're not gonna discuss that. This is, my most recent sketchbook. I worked on it since February, and I literally just finished it like moments ago. And so yeah, let's discuss the cover. So I wanted to do like a Frutiger, I am mispronouncing this horribly, Frutiger arrow type vibe. And so I printed out some stuff, got the Windows background from ye old times done. And I glued a bunch of crap, which was actually quite fun. I cut out a bunch of energy drink tabs, which I probably just sliced myself open. I don't recommend doing that actually, because I've nicked myself a couple times doing it. But some fun textures, albeit not quite the safest sketchbook you can have, and it's peeling a lot. Well, without further ado, let's get started. So we got my welcome page, obviously. Let's look at those thingies. I wouldn't worry too much. It's probably not that bad stuff. I'm gonna cover it up anyways through the magic of editing. Got me right there. There's cat hair in the air. We're not gonna talk about that. Oh jeez. I attempted to be more crispy about making this sketchbook, but I ended up not. Whoops. So I ordered my cap and gown for graduation, and then the same moment I dyed my hair pink briefly. Very briefly. I only had pink hair for like 2 weeks before I dyed it again. Oh, maybe I should OCs. Yeah. I haven't done this in a hot minute. Do some more stuff. I really tried to tape more stuff in here, but I really did not have time to. I have been hoarding like a box of like random trash over the past couple of months. And so next sketchbook will be a lot crispier if I can dedicate the time to it. I tried to redesign an old fursona of mine who's probably in some of my older animations, especially from like 2021, 2022. This is Rue. Redesigned them a little bit. Decided to make them this weird Grim Reaper cowboy thing. You won't see any more of them in this sketchbook. And then I went down the rabbit hole and got obsessed with warrior cats again. I've been listening to the audiobooks. And so here's some cat studies for me trying to make sure I can draw cats. I'm gonna end up forgetting this information later on. You're probably gonna see that. This could be spoilers, but this is funny. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Sorry if I have a really bad stutter. I've been having really bad speech issues the past couple of weeks. Oopsie. Some more cat studies, and I have a frog in my throat. Just bone studies, really quick ones. And more cats. I attempted to design some of the characters and realized I suck at designing warrior cats. So you have Fireheart, Star Guy, and Ravenpaw, and Blue Star, which I spent like 2 hours doing research because I really wanted Blue Star and Ravenpaw to be related so I could make them look alike. I spent like 2 hours looking at all the warrior cats information I could, and nothing. I couldn't find anything that put them in the same gene pool thingy, or whatever it's called. And then maniacally redesigning characters because you think they look really similar. And so it's mainly just doodling, oh my lord, I have an eyelash, doodling character body types and stuff. You are gonna see these guys a lot later on. And just a lot of character design. I wanted to mess with like their silhouettes more, but I don't draw these much of my OCs that much. Mainly these guys and then these guys later on. Eloise. I feel like I established last sketchbook tour that I draw Eloise a lot. They're pretty easy to draw. Here's me chilling at the laundromat doing my laundry and fearful that I ruined my clothes because I'm not the brightest. Some doodles. Ever niece danced. More doodles. Really quick marker doodles. Yeah, I was sick. Really like how this turned out. I layered a bunch of my Posca markers and made some like kind of fashion-y stuff. I really like fashion design. I really want to do more doodles with it, but sometimes I'm kind of dumb and I forgot how to. I got transparent sticky notes. These things are awesome. I highly recommend getting them. There's a really fun texture to work with. Just like pops, and I really like that. Got a cat stack right here. Just random designs for stuff. Try to work with some characters, ended up abandoning them again. Basically with this story, it's like a road trip mixed with like witchy elements. I'm still working on the idea. I got a pen and there's a doodle on the next page about what happened. I basically activated it wrong and it like everywhere. It's the Pentel brush pen. It's pretty nice. Right here you can, it's kind of scratchy. I was complaining about that. It took a bit of actual activation where I leaned it, I had it face down, and so then the ink started flowing a lot better. So I really recommend getting it. I think it was like $7. And it comes with 2 refills or 2 ink containers. It's pretty good. Got it off of Amazon. Here's some more doodles of Eloise with the brush pen I got. Just more brush pen. I got really into using this brush pen. It was really fun to use. Yeah, this happened to me. I don't know if you can read it. Getting more into doodling just really deranged doodles of myself. I think the end of the sketchbook you'll be able to see. Trying to design a fursona of sorts. I'm quite not sure you're gonna see more. This is a Chinese water deer. Probably like my favorite creature in the world because they have these interesting fangs. And they're just so interesting looking. I really recommend investigating them and worshipping them like your Lord and Savior. Animal designs. Yeah. Is that a secretary bird? Or an ostrich? I don't know. More warrior cats. I was working on my own warrior cat story called Flood Clan, where like some Noah's Ark type crap happens, like that type of flood crap happens, and stuff. I forgot how to phrase things, but basically the clans come together after everybody gets washed away. And here's some designs. You got this queen lady, this child, this one with child, and then you got the you got the one who does not fit in because he is a kitty pet thing and he just kind of existed and he's fat. Yeah. Ow, toothache. And more doodles. More Eloise. And even more Eloise. I don't know who you are. That is Jasper. That is Jasper dressed as a girl. Suicide Chan. There's more Eloise. I'm not a big fan of how their face turned out. It looks kind of funky. I do like this outfit though. Again with the transparent sticky notes. I really like these. And you can see my awful attempt at trying to put stuff in here. Ew. It's like greasy. Here's Cherabelle? How do I pronounce my character's name? Yeah, Cherabelle. This ended up looking really weird. Their body type ended up looking like extremely masculine and buff, which is definitely not what they are. And so, yeah, weird drawing. I do like how the colors and stuff turned out. It looks pretty cool. It's like a horror movie cover. But yeah, it doesn't look like them. Here's some more cherry doodles. Got really obsessed with drawing them. Some more cherry. Yeah, just more of this creature. Yeah. And here's some bedhead doodles, which I don't know if I established. Bedhead is the name of the story where my character Eloise and Jasper are. Really terrible doodle of him, but that's Jasper. At least a young version of him. Wanted to go with I cannot make words. Make a little funny story bit where Eloise as a kid was kind of convinced they had superpowers, and it's foreshadowing some story stuff that I can't really describe to you right now. Play designs, me being silly about I got my final role in a drama club production, and so I was making fun of it. I got assigned the princess, even though my previous roles aren't that princessy. So you're probably gonna see some costume ideas for the character. Oh, we got some figure drawings. I think I have an accent. Oh, and then some silly doodles. I like how this turned out. Just some character design stuff for like some weird, what are they called? The greasy type of girls. There's a word that starts with F and I can't remember it. But based on our one Hatsune Miku song, where it's based on the Beethoven melody. Oh my god, I cannot remember things. But yeah, she doodles stuff and then like it's something. I forgot what it was. I like how this doodle of myself turned out. I really like the curvature of it. It's pretty fun. Hi, Eloise. Random face, probably Eloise. And I think that's Jasper. More Eloise. Yay. Here's some more Eloise. And then, on an animation I'm currently working on, Eloise's mom makes a appearance partially, and so I kind of fell down the rabbit hole of fleshing out her character some and making her kind of a goofball, and then fleshing out Eleanor and how much of a menace to society she is, because that's funny to me. I like drawing little children who are just absolute horrible creatures. Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to be reading out like comic stuff. I really don't know. Working on a redesign for a character. If I saw those videos up, you can see some of my first animations on this channel are of this character, who had some interesting flavor to him, despite the fact that I was like 12 when I made him. Try to work on his design some. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with him. So yeah, I really like how that turned out. That's a Chinese water deer. You're probably gonna see a lot of those. As I said. I was working on making myself like a fursona, like those Trusona things that are like true to you. And so I mixed like some of my favorite animals together to get a Chinese water deer, possum, secretary bird, cat thing. And I tried. I'm not one for mixing animals together. And then designing, trying to translate like furry characters of mine into humans or human-esque things. For story stuff, I felt like it would be more original to have them be their own original type species. What's it called? Ethereal, because they're kind of like gods. Again, more of them. Designing these siblings who are the children of the their world's moon and sun gods. And so I was trying to brainstorm how each of them would present, and so I did some research on solar eclipses, and that's solar and lunar eclipses. So yeah, I had a eureka moment with the whole, yeah, it was fun. More shapes. That's me. Hi, Eloise. Eloise just existing. Eloise being a creature. I like this doodle. I'm having a lot of fun by drawing legs all spindly like this. More Eloise. Woo. And then here is the start of an obsession that is going to last the rest of the sketchbook, more than likely. Purgatory. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But their band name is based on this one Tumblr thing I saw a while ago of a pun, and just decided to roll with it, make a boy band out of it, and it's pretty fun. Each of them are based off of cats. This is more basic designs. Their stuff gets more fleshed out later on. This is a really crappy doodle. He ended up looking like, what's his name? Gerard Way? Is that his name? I don't know if it is. But like doodling, I have these rainbow pencils and they're really fun to color with, have really fun textures. Here's more of my boy band characters. Eloise makes an appearance, just messing with how they interact and stuff. This is not the first doodle you're gonna see of me celebrating the warm weather and then it proceeds to get cold again, because that's how it is here. And yeah, more purgatory doodles. Rainbow pencil. I love rainbow pencils. Oh, this was spring cleaning, where I basically just went through a lot of my art supplies and just scratched up the paper. Thumbnail sketches for a painting, which I may or may not show. I know. Eloise wrapped in some fabric. This ended up not turning out like how I was hoping it would. I was trying to mess with like the transparency of the fabric, but trying to do ambitious stuff like that late at night is very difficult. Late night doodles where I cannot recall what these are supposed to represent. At least in the moment they felt like they represented something bigger, but it's more maniacal viz dev work. I was doing my laundry and I started doodling, and then I keep on seeing the Enna OCs, Ina, whatever her name is, show up on my TikTok For You page. And so I was trying to doodle my own character, which I ended up not finishing this. I don't know if I'll be able to catch up to the trend. But the idea is the two sides are punk and hippie, and so they're like protesters, but two different flavors of protesting. You have one who's like more aggressive and one who's all peaceful. I don't know if that makes sense. And then like when they agree, they have this little loudspeaker thingy, I don't know what it's called, that they yell out of. It's probably like the fastest sketchbook tour I'm gonna be doing. Training arc, which I did not continue in the sketchbook. You'll probably see that in my next sketchbook, where I just stared at tutorials for a while. I did come to a better understanding though of like 3D shapes. It's quite fun staring at blocks and stuff. More silly. And then I cut my hair. I did my own Death Hawk thing, whatever it's called. Was not fun. Trying to use clippers on yourself is very difficult, especially when you hate the texture of like the vibration that clippers make. It did turn out pretty cute. I did have to have my mom fix it up for me because I missed like a bunch of hairs in the back. But yeah, just cut my hair. I really like this spread. I like how spindly they are. That's Eloise. But one of my favorite pastimes is just going with the flow. Just putting things on the paper just for the fun of it. And I recommend it. Just do it. Just do it. Some more Eloise. I really like how the colors came out on here. I just layered all my highlighters. And yeah. And then I was debating getting eyebrow piercing, which I've sort of decided that I would. I turn 18 in like 2 weeks, and so I'm probably gonna get that done when I turn 18, because yeah, who doesn't like piercings? Some more doodles. Oh, that's me. Hello, me. I don't know why I drew myself like that. My ears aren't shaped like that. Oh, hi, Eloise. Some more Eloise doodles. I've come to really figure out how to draw their head or their face and stuff in a very geometric style, and it's kind of uniform. I don't know if that's the right term for it. Uniform, nonetheless. Eleanor. I can't get my OCs right. I don't know what's... Oh, I stole a singular sticky note from a teacher because I just liked the pattern. I don't know why I didn't draw on it. I just stole the sticky note. But Eleanor doodles. I was brainstorming my graduation cap ideas, which I still don't know what I'm gonna do for my graduation cap when I get it. Yeah, I still don't know. I'm very indecisive. Some doodles. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is me. I'm getting more comfortable with just doodling myself. Yay. Sleepy allergies, I guess. Ooh, fun. I don't know what that is, but Eloise. Jotted down some notes from a class meeting. That's no concern of y'all. Eloise, I really like how their hands turned out. It's pretty fun. I need to adjust myself again. Ouch. And then you're about to see the hyperfixation of my OCs. Fluttershy. I attempted something, but it did not work because I forgot how to draw ponies. I was working on a female addition to the boy band Purgatory. And I wanted her to be kind of a dick. I don't know if I have to censor that, but like a not good person. And like a really crappy ex to one dude. But I kind of just took the girl failure thing and went from reformed crappy person into girl failure to just complete girl failure and just existing, and just her entire personality trait is that she fumbles. She fumbles the bag a lot. She's a fumbler. Me exploring her design. This is like the first name I gave her. She gets like 3 more. Some more doodles of these guys. I tried to stack them like a totem pole and like based on height, and it did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I'll probably explore a better version of that. I forgot your name. Felix. Carrying people. Because I like the idea of him being, like, short, but, like, extremely buff. To the point of just being able to carry pretty much everybody. I don't know if the song about the teapot. Short and stout. I don't know if that's like the right term. I don't know what stout means. Oh, more Felix. I really like how his hair is like it's shaped like cheese. Is that the right thing? It's cheese shaped, but at least like I like how round it is. It's really fun to draw. Really like how this turned out. I was chilling in the office for one of my free hours and I kind of just dug into their drawers and found some colored pencils and I just did that. I'm smearing it all over the place. Working with this character with the girl failures tattoos. It took me like an entire week of working with it and getting some feedback to get her tattoo set in place. A bigger doodle, which the perspective did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but still a funny scene. Their proportions are off, but it was fun to draw. Oh, I can't show that, but my friend and I were joking about the old Roblox cat things. Real ones know the reference. A teacher walked by while I was doodling it to look at this, and I had to discreetly cover this up while he was looking over my shoulder. More costume stuff. I love doodling costumes. Here's a comic. I will let you guys read that yourselves, because I don't want to read things right now. Wow, the other half of the comic. It is kind of funny though. I wanted to give these two guys, like since they are the most masculine people in the boy band, I thought it'd be funny to give them sort of a competition type thing. And then more doodles of girl failure. Here's my pal Daisy's character. I tried to doodle and it did not go well. And that's my boyfriend's persona, drawn horribly, terribly. Try to do the lime lip thing. You know, the drawings that people make of like the specific image of somebody holding a whole lime slice in their mouth. Try to do that. Did not end well. Wow, character. I think this is girl failure. Doodling. Oh, I was trying to design persona yet again. You can tell when I try to like come up with designs for things representing myself that I have a really bad time setting in stone myself. It's like an identity crisis. It's kind of funny. Oh, more Eloise. I'm really having fun with like the angular proportions. I know they're not like anatomically accurate, but it's still really fun to doodle like this. It's very funny. Oh, and trying to fix facial proportions of characters to make them have like distinct faces. It ended up not turning out right. For some reason I couldn't draw faces that day, especially Jasper's. Oh my god, it like I drew him and then tried to fix his face and then it did not go well, and so on the next page I just doodled him until his face was right. I pulled up a storyboard I made for Jasper and referenced him directly off of that, where I drew his face correctly. I really like how this turned out. It's not the cleanest of sketch pages, but the individual doodles are drawn really well. Like, I really like how this turned out with his hair, like, folded over. It's very fun. Oh, and then straight into Eloise. I doodled Jasper for, like, 10 minutes, and then spent the rest of a class period just drawing Eloise. They're really fun to draw though. And so yeah, more Eloise. Because Eloise is one of the most entertaining OCs I have. It's like a one-size-fits-all. More Eloise. And then I am working on a birthday animation for myself, and I'm still trying to figure out the representative character for myself to put into the animation, which I am running out of time to do so. So yeah, messing with ideas. The previous persona thing I showed y'all is kind of the inspiration for this. I ended up combining the character design with my PNG tuber character I made, Cuspid, who's this weird flapper girl creature. But yeah, I'm trying to fix it up. I like the dragonish type vibe. It's kind of fun. This is more close in line to what I ended up going with. Some more. And here's some more. I don't know why I crossed out the tail. The tail's cute. Oh, I think I was in class and I didn't want to be called a furry or something. And then Felix and Eloise. God, these rainbow pencils are just so fun to draw with. Oh, nearing the end of the sketchbook. Dude's name, character, I'll probably introduce, I introduce them later on. Just being kind of silly girly. Just silly. I love these guys. And then character design, this is when I finally got her tattoos set in place. My brain just farted. I had a lot of feedback from some friends on a Discord server and got this figured out. Yeah, girl failure. I love her. This lanky, tall creature that is just like so incapable of being a being. They're so funny. I have to skip the next page because it has design work I did that could identify me, which I'd like that not to happen. More OC doodles. This is based on that one picture where somebody's doing their makeup. It's kind of funny. Girl time. The comic. I made him a ginger, but I was like, oh wait, gingers have like curly hair, don't they? And so I was like, what if he woke up like stupidly early and straightened his hair? Thinking people would judge him, but like, really not. And then this is what I drew like an hour ago, just to maniacally finish this. And now I will introduce to you the characters that you guys saw that I've been hyper fixated on. Their skin tones aren't entirely accurate. I had to like dig for random stuff. So yeah. This is Felix, the guitarist, with pretty gnarly facial scars, because who doesn't like facial scars? I think they're pretty interesting. I gotta simplify their scars a bit so they're easier to draw. This is, I forgot how to pronounce your name, Devon? I don't know, it's some girl name I found. And by the way, their names are actually based on their cat references. Some of them more niche than others, but you got Felix the cat, Devon, which her name is from the cat breed of the Devon Rex, them curly weird looking cats. My brain farted. His name is Thomas now, because Tom and Jerry, obviously. I'm still working with his design. The other four I've managed to click more with because they have like specific quirks that I find more interesting. He's just a dude and I don't know how to work with that yet. I gotta figure out how to make him more interesting and attachable. Is that the word? Oh, and she does the piano, drums. This is Rory, the weird ginger creature. chick thing. He's not a chick yet. In the present, he's still a dude, but might come out as trans later on. Who knows? And, oh, that's a lead singer. And this guy plays the, oh god, I'm gonna say this wrong. It's bass or bass. I forgot which one is the fish. There's like a fish, and I forgot like the non-fish term. But the guitar, but different. I don't play instruments. Don't expect me to know instruments at all. Lois? Something. I forgot that I was explaining their names. Okay. His name is from a Warrior Cats animation. It was originally based off of the song they came from, but then I remember that I found that song from a Warrior Cats animation, and so that's where his name comes from. And Lois, his name comes from accidentally that one artist who does cat paintings, and so like their names are all cat related. I had this realization at like 1 in the morning, so don't expect them to be too coherent. And then boom, my maniacal doodles of myself just consuming a sketchbook and opening the new one that I'm going to decorate here after I'm done filming this video. And boom, done. Can you tell I'm filming this on like very small hours of sleep, and I cannot even form a coherent thought, like at all, but wow, sketchbooks. Jesus. Stay tuned for possibly a video of me decorating my next sketchbook. It might be, what's it called? Frutiger Metro, the weird, colorful style. Maybe. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'll be doing that in a bit. But yeah, sketchbook. I got the new one on my bed right now, and I'm going to decorate it momentarily after I finish editing and maybe posting this. So stay tuned. Maybe like and subscribe or whatever business. And you know, I do stuff. I do sketchbook stuff, and I also animate. So yeah, you guys should definitely stay tuned. I just bumped into my light. And bye. Thank you for watching.